Welcome back, my kin. This be Olin Odinson bringing to you your oracular reading, seeing which energies want to come through for the corresponding sign that I am reading for, corresponding energy, whichever brought you here. If your sign brought you here, if someone in your life is a Pisces brought you here, something relating to Pisces brought you here, I have the the energies for you to decipher and reflect into your physical reality however way it will make sense. Pretty much, the information that you find here will be relevant to your situation if it resonates. You'll find out. All right, you'll find out. But Pisces, I am making it complicated and easy. Pisces, let us begin. What wants to come through for the Pisces? Okay, interesting. The energies that I'm picking up on for the Pisces that I'm connecting with, some of you have just begun a new course of expression. Some of you have just begun a new form of vocalizing your needs and wants to other individuals in your life. Very, very interesting, yes. And for some of you, it feels like the group that, not even group, wherever you are, because this doesn't seem like any particular person, just kind of feels like a more general sense for the Pisces I'm connecting with. Alright, so this is what we have here, the Piper. And this is your energy I'm picking up on, Pisces. It feels like you are entirely involved. I'm hearing it's like you've just resurrected back from the whole Pisces energies. And now as you've underwent the Aries new moon energies, it was like a Tetris block falling right into place, exactly when it needed to. So I don't know, Pisces, the Pisces that I'm connecting with, if something happened to you over the past week, it's feeling like the week, like just this past week, it's feeling like this is timeless for whenever you've clicked upon this, but I'm just reading the energies now. Reflect it however way it makes sense. But it feels like you just underwent a truth. You've aligned with the frequency, the song of your own heart. Alright, you might be dealing with the Libra, because now that's bleeding in from the Libra reading. But it's like a truth about your own song. I'm seeing it clairvoyantly, like just a tornado ravaging on a village, and the only thing that survived was this piece of you, whatever this piece of you is, and that piece of you is how you connect to others specifically. And this other party, it feels like you've just survived all of that, the tornado, and then you have this complete external energy. Look at it like collective consciousness, just completely out of relevance to your journey, is what they're giving me. It's completely irrelevant. Is I'm gonna make more sense of that. It sounds harsh. It sounds harsher than it actually is, but this is just the realignment of direction for the Pisces I'm connecting with. So, just to reiterate, you've gone through a whole storm of recalibration of the thoughts in the mind, and a specific thought aligned. It's like it was being tossed around the storm, but it was like a magnetic pull. Like the minute it hovered over something that was familiar, it wasn't just familiar, is what I'm getting. It wasn't just familiar, it was ancient, and I'm hearing it's like you inherited something. It's like inheriting a gift. It's like you literally inherited a part of your past, a knowledge, an unfolding, an unfolding of like I'm seeing the outskirts of a muffin shell. I don't even know what that's called. I live inside of rock. But yeah, it's what it's just something that was folded, convoluted, if you will, and then it just expanded. And that was a specific idea. That was a specific song. This is I hope you guys are getting it, because this is this is deeper than I can explain. Um I'm gonna just continue on though. Pretty much a self-discovery of there has been lots of self-discovery the past month with all the signs. All right, it's always a path of discovery with everybody, right? That's very general, but I don't mean it like that in this sense. How I mean it is a new sense of how you create happiness within yourself, and this happiness that you're creating within yourself, Pisces. It's it's so peculiar. I'm trying to put my finger on it, but I just can't. Because it's like you can't even put your finger on what this new thing is. It's interesting. You can't even put your finger on what this new technology is. Thank you. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. You've discovered a new technology, and every time you try to explain it, or just talk in the language of that new technology, collective consciousness is like just completely not hearing what you're trying to say, or just completely overriding what you're. It's like you're invisible. All right, you're singing and you're invisible, and this other collective consciousness is just, you hear that? It's just completely out. I don't. What's the right? What's the phrase? It's just completely missing the mark. I looked at 715. Yep. Let's get some more information on the Soul Shrinker. What guidance do we have for dealing with these energies? Sorry, I just heard Coheed in my head. There's a specific. Why that lyric? Because that lyric has been playing like all morning before I did this reading. Why that song? Okay, so alright, that's interesting. It's like when this is like a little baby that requests information, a little baby that just requests something that it just wants, alright? This is an energy that just wants. And it's interesting we have this for the guidance, because it's knowing when to let go and knowing when to shut off the romantic side. Knowing when to shut off the side that allows this energy to think it's okay to approach this energy. The guidance here is boundaries, pretty much. All right, I'm just doing it with detail, because the messages that I read for the people that I read for the group are very specific. So yeah, and it's fun that way, and that's how most transmutation gets done. So yeah, we're gonna proceed with that method. But yeah, so just to reiterate, there is this new technology that you discovered, Pisces, and whenever you try to integrate that new technology, there's an energy just waiting. There's an energy just waiting to to claim that technology, is what I'm hearing. It's like there's an energy. So pretty much this is like, now this is very celestial, astral realms, like knowing how to protect your energy from negative vibrations. I look at 127, so that's emphasizing that frequency, because every time I get 27, I just get abundant. It's pretty much, it's messages in a bottle if you are willing to decipher them, and I just felt a lot of warmth over my hands. Confo. So pretty much, oh, and the incense fell. The incense fell. Interesting. That was a series of events. Now we must recalibrate the frequency that we were channeling. Yes. Interesting. Okay, so it's this energy that just wants, it's just waiting to be a part of the picture, pretty much. Because it's like, when darkness sees that light is going to leave it behind, it goes like, oh, wait, no, come back. And it does that whole, but, you know, the light cannot be tamed. The flames, alright? Flames is light. Fire cannot be tamed. Okay? Fire is fire. That's, yeah, I could go deep. But anywhoozy, the guidance here, Pisces, for this situation that you're in, if it isn't all that astrally, because not everyone interacts with this physical reality like everybody else. Some people are introverts and some people are extroverts, so they get their messages through other people, and sometimes people get their messages through celestials. It just depends at where you are at in your life. Yes, welcome to my magical world. This is just going to get more awesome. I wanted to ash something out. And I just say that because I'm just going to completely embody my world in this channel. The more I progress with the reading. That's a complete side note. If you're new to my channel, I originally started this channel to just find a community of people who practice witchy stuff. But now it seems that it has transformed. Well, that was like, that was just the very beginning. It was obviously more deeper than that, but I don't want to explain that. But pretty much, I'm just going off on a tangent here. But there is a magical world that lives within this physical reality, and I just like helping people feel it. I feel it just fine, but I like helping people feel it. So I'm just putting my statement more as I do these readings. Anywhoozy, back to the reading. I don't even know how we got there. They just wanted me to talk about that. You see, as I was talking about how fire cannot be tamed, they were like, show them. They were like, show them. Couldn't go on. So that was a little bit of my fire. I don't know, that was so random. That was so random. I don't plan any of this. But anywhoozy, it's knowing when to harvest your own energies, knowing when to sing the song, and knowing when you do sing it, you are singing it in at a diamond frequency. As I say this, my heart chakra is like literally hardening with diamond. It's interesting. I'm feeling this so intensively right now. But it's like the song, you know, the second you hear it, no other dissonance will try to even make that a possibility. Alright, if that even made sense. Pretty much, whatever this energy is, whatever it is in your life, because this reading seems to be just really wanting to target one thing. Whatever this frequency is in your life, it seems as though, not that it's always going to be there, but if should you acknowledge it, it's going to have effect. Alright? Not that it's always going to be there. It's not something like, oh, but that always happens to me. It's not, oh, of course, I'm always unlucky to experience that. It's more of a, yes, that may happen to me if I unalign with my song. But what seems to be happening here is you're aligning more with your song, regardless of the external realities. You're coming into that realization. You're harvesting these energies, the knowledge. It's like, oh God, I'm literally seeing this to the poet energy just being engulfed into this card. It's like whatever, this energy felt overactive. This feels in its upright position, it's all about connecting with individuals like Shakespeare would. But since it's upside down, it's closing that off. This is how I'm getting it here. It's closing off that, creating a boundary with whatever this energy is, then going within, keeping that for yourself, and then like deciphering this whole situation that you've just survived or just gone through, deciphering not how you can prevent it, but how you can just move on to the next cycle, because that it's one of those things, like it's not something you can kill off permanently. It's collective consciousness. It's the world we live in. It is what it is. Currently though, things will change as time progresses. But yeah, it's something that'll always be there if it exists. So it's like, are you gonna try to change something that exists, or are you just going to be the change that exists? Oh, damn. Damn! Are you going to... Why, I can't even remember that. Are you going to try to change the thing that exists? Or are you going to be the change that exists? Damn. I don't even know. Yeah. I like that a lot. And here, the guidance, obviously, well, not obviously, if it is taken, I'm not free will, you can do whatever you want, and in as much time as you need to do this, but it seems as though that the guidance here, once again, is, hold on, I'm talking real quick, hold on, I'm back, but it seems like the guidance here, just to reiterate all of that, is knowing when to, the boundaries, right? Just having boundaries, keeping that Shakespearean language. And when I say Shakespearean language, I just mean that soul song, the technology that helps you understand things instantaneously, the communication that you have with other individuals. Pretty much, it's like you are your own judge, alright? I think it's like, this is how I'm feeling this free frequency here. It's like a Libra has entered your heart and is now directing you how to use your energies wisely. It's not, it's just wise distribution here, alright? Wise distribution of this energy. Should you proceed with this guidance, let's see what shall unfold. Yeah, this immediately came out. This is the Raw card, and this is the Big Bang Theory here. This is with a spark, boom, 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 and it came out with these other three cards. So let's see how this unfolds, because this is how I'm seeing it here. I'm seeing this energy as an alone energy. Like, this causes a chain reaction. Should you proceed with this guidance, it's clear there's a new unexpected reality that you walk into that then creates these three energies. And now let's unfold what these three energies are, but they want me to read with this one first. And the three energies that unfold, should you proceed with this guidance, is some truth, some very unknown truth about specific individuals in your life, like friends, friends behind the scenes. You start to, oh, okay, you start to realize that you have some friends behind the scenes. That's just what I'm getting. How does that even play out? What? Okay. Interesting. Because I was trying to see how it reflected with your situation, Pisces. So, it's like the minute you deal with this and you prevail with, like, speaking your you're speaking your language around people who don't speak your language, but that doesn't stop you from speaking your own language. You continue to speak it anyway, and the minute you step into the knowing that they need not understand the depth of what you're trying to say. They only need to perceive currently, right now, what is necessary to perceive. And it's like at that second, talking to someone who never understood you before suddenly understands you, and there's like, I'm hearing there's a lot of leeway with the connection now. It's like all this that unfolded, it feels like it was a very obscure unfolding. It was like, while all this was happening, Pisces, it felt like there was just the most obscure fog that you have ever witnessed. It just people entered and left more in a month than they did in the past 2 years, type of thing. It was a lot that was being done behind the scenes, as how I'm getting the energy of this card right now. Right next to friends, it's like you had a lot of helpers from the divine, like just the celestial beings were keen on helping, just waiting for you to enter this reality. I'm seeing his hand here, right? He's like, welcome. It's like that's literally what it feels like. And they were like, go do it, sing like it. We're telling them to say welcome. There's like a welcome, whatever that is. It's like a welcoming. What should you prevail? There's a welcoming for this new technology to exist in peace. And we're just going to pull one more for the outcome. Alchemy. It's just you. The outcome, for this to be your outcome, I'm looking at 39. So, how I'm reading that energy right now, it's just clear communication with what must be done. There's clear communication with what must be done. And as the frankincense just fell as I was doing that. That was said coherently too. So that pretty much that's emphasized. There is clear communication on what must be done, and that understanding connects dots like a crown, just back and forth. The dots are connecting. The dots are connecting on how to proceed with making this new technology, whatever that is. Like, I don't even know what that is. That reflects in so many different ways. Perhaps like new technology as in new relationships, or just new form of communication. In like they want me to emphasize that new form of communicating with everyone in your life. And there's just alchemy. I'm just seeing this wand tap everybody on the third eye. Just tapping everybody, like, that's how I communicate with you. That's how I'll communicate with you. That's how I'll communicate with you. That's how I'll communicate with you. Each and every individual is communicated with differently. That seems to be this new technology that you're stepping into, Pisces. It seems like if you're at this stage right now, you're just in new environments, like the speed of light. You're just traveling. Yep, look at that. There's 39 right there, and I just open the deck in the middle. You're just traveling. You're just traveling because you're staying within. You're going within. All right. The 39 in its smallest number is 3, right? So communication. There, and then we literally have Iris of the rainbow, but the communicator of hope, the communicator of joy, of wisdom, just all the 7 frequencies, because Iris of the rainbow, she's like there with her hands, just it just pours out of her fingers, and she just waits to give it to who needs it. And the minute you, Pisces, you step into this song that is true to your own nature, following the voice of your heart, you just simply staying on that path. There is joy in the pathless woods. I forget the exact wording. There is pleasure in the pathless woods, and I forget who that was written by. I looked at 25 minutes and 22 seconds into the video. So yes, there's just journey. There's journey, obviously, and pleasure in the pathless woods, and in the process of that journey alone, in the unknown, just the unknown, the unknown, the unknown, the unknown. This whole video has been here to describe you are walking into the unknown with complete surrender. Complete, just look at her, just on her knees, complete surrender of what is yet to come. And just wherever you're going with this new song, with this new form of delivery of communication, transmutes just the world is what they're getting. That's quite dramatic. That's quite dramatic, but it's kind of serious, because when you change, I need people to understand the depth of this frequency. But if you're just passing on by for Pisces, let me just say it like this: how we communicate with other people, and if it affects them, they're going to communicate with other people that way. Cells talk to other cells, which then create a web, which then creates matter. Right? It's straight out of a movie. But it's the basics of science, right? Cells talk to one another, and then once they like talking to one another, it creates a web, and then that matters, right? Because the information was interesting enough to exist. Look, it looks like a space. That's awesome. Alright, so we're gonna end it off there. Yeah, I ramble on a lot in my readings. As you guys grow to learn, grow to connect with my energy, I am always just saying what they want me to, not say what, I have control, alright? I'm making this sound way more crazier than it needs to sound. We're just getting it off right here. Okay, yeah. So, look at that, 27 minutes into the video. We're just getting it off here. So, it's very long, but I made it very long. Not intentional, but it works out because I'm late as fuck with you guys. So, yeah, sorry about that. Thank you guys for being here. I love connecting with your energies. And until next time, I say to you, farewell.